Hey guys, it's Coach Cindy from All Out Training, and I'm here with this video to tell you all about the Activate program that starts next week, but also to give you some actionable steps you can take to get moving forward with your health plan. Basically, I just finished my classes this morning, and I'm coming to you straight from today. Just to tell you everything there is. And I have some notes in front of me because if you've been in my Activate program, you know I like to ramble a lot and I give you tons of information. And we do these videos every week. So every week, anybody who's in the program gets to submit questions on Thursday, and then I'll answer them via the video in our private Facebook group. But this video isn't just about the Activate program. I got some stuff I need to cover to get you moving forward, to just take the next step and stop being bombarded by all this information that's coming at you through social media. So here we go. We have an Activate. It's called the Activate, the 12-week Undiet Plan, and it starts next week. And if you were in the 1 week to Badass, you got to experiment with the workouts, you got to try them out, you got to see what the meal plan kind of looked like, or the meal guidance looked like, you got to try out some recipes, and then you got to see what some of the presentations kind of look like too. So kudos to you for being in it, and kudos for you for snapping the $75 discount off the program too. But if you didn't get a chance to do that, that's okay, because the program is still available and it's open this week, and if you missed it, then the next one doesn't start until January. And it's really just like a total reset program that will teach you to listen to your body and eat in a way that makes sense for you, which is what you want. And it's eating whole foods. None of this meal replacement stuff, none of these energy boosters, nothing like that. It's just teaching you how to eat whole food. And yes, you can have cake, and yes, you can have coffee. So in the first 10 days, we go through a reboot phase where we kind of eliminate high allergen foods to see what you're kind of sensitive to. And this has been it's the phase that most people hate me for, but it's the phase that most people learn the most about what works for their body, and they discover so much about it. So we do that for 10 days, and then for the next rest of the program, I kind of teach you about macros, and I do that through a series of posts. I do that through the Q&A, and I do that through a series of presentations that breaks everything down for you so that you are clear about how to go about doing it. And the workout portion, we're using our kick-ass lean and mean 30-minute workout program. That's what we're doing. It's 30 minutes of workouts from start to finish that you can do at home or in your current gym. Wherever you want to do it, you can bust them out. And you're doing that all with the support of a group, a Facebook group of all activators, your tribe, that are going through it too. They're sharing their ups and downs with you. They're commenting on articles. They're commenting on different posts too, and you're getting to see that. And together we're in the journey together, and I'm there answering your questions too. So the 10-day rebate, you got 3 phases. You got the elimination phase, you got the gut repair, and then you got the reintroduction. There's tons of journals and blow trackers and stuff so that you can kind of see what's going on. When you got your 10-week individualized lifestyle plan, you get information about macronutrients. You get to know how to eat pre and post workout to fuel your performance in the gym. You know when and what to eat, how to structure your meals. You get recipes, you get a grocery list, you know how to stay hydrated, and you get information about supplements should you choose to want them, but maybe you don't. And then your full body workouts through the lean and mean workouts. We're tackling all muscles. On a bonus, you get to join us at the All Out Training facility if you want every Saturday morning between 7 and 9. And you just get to kick out your workout during that time too. And the customized approach is this, that you're going to submit your measurements and your photos, and through that I'm going to crunch your little numbers there, and I'm going to set you up with the numbers that work for you and for your goals, right? And then we're going to work together on figuring out how to set up your meal plans throughout the day to make it work for your lifestyle, your busy lifestyle. And from there, then every 4 weeks you're going to submit your measurements and photos, and we're going to have a series of other questionnaires because we're going to track progress and other things, not just the way we feel and not just the way we look, but what we're able to do. So, and it's all done through a private Facebook group too. So all this starts next week. They activate the 12-week Undiet program. So who's this program for? Obviously it's for somebody who needs motivation, somebody who's sick and tired of the crash diets and detoxes, cleanse and fads and piecemeal approaches that are out there, someone who's tried a million different approaches, someone who wants flexibility in their diet, like you want to have cake, you want to have chocolate, how do you figure that stuff out? Someone who owns like tons of DVDs, like fitness DVDs and yoga mats and dusty fitness equipment, and you want to learn how to use that how to use that in an efficient workout. Someone who experiences a lot of inflammation or GI discomfort or weight fluctuation or energy imbalances or hormone imbalances, mood swings, cravings, bloating, joint problems, fatigue, low libido, sluggish. God, I could go on and on and on. And if you just want to achieve a healthy hormonal balance, you want to learn how to eat the right foods for your body, you want to boost your metabolism. Basically, guys, this is just for anybody who just needs a quick swift in the pan to get them going and needs a real approach using real foods with a coach that cares and a team that supports them. That's the program there. It starts next week. It's the Activate the 12-Week Undiet program. Cost is $400 if you're not a current All Out Training member. If you are, take off that discount. If you participated in the 1 week to Badass program, then you got to see firsthand what the program is all about. But not only that, you got a $75 discount off the program. It's definitely worth it because it's going to set you up. And you know what the bonus is that once you're done the 12 weeks, you can continue on with the reboot group. So all these previous groups come together in a large community to help support you to continue rebooting your body every time we run the Activate program. So that's all I wanted to tell you. Just wanted to tell you about the Activate program. But the best part, and I have these notes here, but the best part is that I wanted to tell you this. That there are so many programs out there and there's so many different ways, right? Like there's ketogenic, there's paleo, there's, this supplement-based program, whatever it is, there's so many that we can get so stuck in not knowing what to do, in that state of indecision. And we're just like, man, we just want this so bad, but we don't know how to do it. And we constantly maybe try, or we constantly get bombarded in researching and reading articles and saving them in our Facebook folder and stuff like that in hopes that one day we'll get to them, because that's me. So anyway, this is just this next part is just to kind of help you move forward with whatever decision that you need to move forward. And I'll be sharing some testimonials too, just to leading up to the start of our Activate program. I'm really excited with the calls that I had and with the people that are joining the team this round. So it's just super pumped, and it's what a great way to end 2017. Yes. Okay. So to help you move forward with your decision to to get the reins and take hold of your health, I want you to think of this. So I want you to think of that there's a continuum, and there's 100% on this side, and there's 0% on this side, or whatever side you want to have it on. And most of us think we start with 100% and we work backwards, right? But that's not really how it worked in school either. You never started with the A, right? You just kind of worked up your way up to the A or that sort of thing. But anyway, you're going to start with 0%. So we need to define, what does 0% look like? And what I mean is, when it comes to your fitness level, your exercise habits, nutritional habits, or overall health, what does 0% look like? Because we need to know what the minimum is in order to know what the maximum is. So what does 0% look like when it comes to your fitness level, your exercise, your nutrition, and your overall health? What does that look like? And then on that continuum, you need to find, okay, well, maybe I'm not at 0. Where am I? Am I at 10%? Am I at 20? Am I at 30? Where am I in terms of the things that I know and the things that I do when it comes to my fitness level, exercise habits, nutritional habits, and overall health? Where am I on the continuum, right? So let's say you're at 40%, or let's say you're at 50%. The whole idea is, how can we bump that number up to 1% every day? And it's not that we ever want to reach that 100%, because nobody has 100% compliancy 365 days a year. That's just total crap. But it's, how do we incrementally increase that in a way that we have sustainable habits over the long term? And so each time we reevaluate 0 to 100, we're constantly going up a little bit more in the continuum, so that we're swinging past the 50% mark, because we have way more better habits and skills and know-how when it comes to your fitness level, your exercise habits, your nutritional habits, and your overall health. Does that make sense? So if you're at 40 or 50%, 40 or 30, whatever you are, what would you have to do when it comes to your fitness level, your exercise habits, your nutritional habits, and your overall health? What would you need to do to increase that by 1% today? That's what you're going to focus on for today, that 1%. Tomorrow, if you started at 30, then tomorrow you're going to be on that continuum and you're going to be at 31. And you're going to ask, today can I go from 31 to 32? And dude, it could be something as simple as I just need to add one more veggie, or I just need to start eating breakfast. Or, you know, a doctor has been after me to take my multivitamin. I just need to take my multivitamin. Think simple things, because we have a lot of 1% increments that we need to make in order to swing the pendulum past the 50. We really like the 60% mark, because the 60% mark indicates that you're constantly making progress forward towards your goals, but there's still flexibility in there that you don't have to be so regimented and so strict with everything that you're doing. Remember, no one leads 100% consistency 365 days a year, but you can see how increasing 1% over 365 days a year, even if you slack off a little, you can see that at the end of the year how you're continuously making progress. I'm sharing this with you because we can get so bogged down by all the information out there and what to do with reaching our goals that we really just need to shove that off, shut that down, shut those pages down, and we just really need to just be in tune with ourselves and listen and just be like, define your 0%, define where you are, and figure out what's 1% more than what I'm currently doing, and do that every day for 365 days a year, and you'll just increase your habits and your skills and your know-how by that much more all the time. And just think, then the pendulum is swinging on the other side of that continuum for continuous improvement. Does that make sense? In AOT, we like to say 60% is a good thing. 60% means you're constantly moving forward towards your goals, but there's flexibility there. That flexibility is that lack of restriction, that lack of, we're no longer saying I'm on the bandwagon, off the bandwagon, I fell off plan. So that's what I got for you. But that's not it. That's not it. Because we know that if you want to reach your goals, you have health goals, you have fitness goals, you have overall nutritional goals, that sort of thing. You generally want to lose weight or change the way your body looks, whatever that is. You want to get stronger, you want to be more confident, you have more energy, mood, you want to boost your mood, whatever those goals are. That generally it's a series of trade-offs that you have to make, right? So it's like, okay, well, if I want to increase by 1%, then today maybe I need to not go to Starbucks and get that latte that's full of calories, but maybe I need to swap it for a black coffee or a tea instead. Or maybe instead of that latte, the 1% increase is going to be that I'm going to have, instead of the whipped cream on top, I'm just going to have, you know, some low-fat milk with, like a latte with low-fat milk instead. Rather than drinking that pop today or drinking 6 pops, my 1% improvement is going to be that I'm going to drink 4 of those, and that's going to be my 1% improvement today. So everything's a series of trade-offs, right? And same thing, it's like rather than me going to the Mandarin this weekend, perhaps I'm going to pick an option to go out and eat that's different. Or rather than me going out to eat for lunch today, maybe my 1% increment is that I'm going to pack my lunch today. So whatever it is, it's a series of trade-offs. Can we agree? Yeah, I hear the applause. Good. Okay, so the question is what are you willing to trade today? Because maybe that trade that you're willing to make, that trade is what's going to be your 1% today to get you sliding up the scale. And you can continuously ask yourself that question, what am I going to trade today? Because it gets you to look at the habits that are getting in the way of you being successful in reaching your goals. So what are you prepared to say yes to? Because sometimes it's not just looking at the things that we're doing that are wrong. Sometimes it's looking at the things that we need to do that are going to get us to where we want to be. And what are the things that you're prepared to say no to? Because everything's a series of trade-offs. We're going to increase that 1% each day over 365 days. And even if you miss a couple, it doesn't matter, because as long as you're swinging past that 50%, you're making improvement. But it's a series of trade-offs. What are you willing to trade? What are you willing to say yes to? What are you willing to say no to? And out of all those things you want to accomplish, which one do you want to do first? Because that's what you're going to tackle first. That's the 1% that you're going to work on today. And that's it. That's the plan. That's the plan to get you focused, get you moving in the right direction, is just think about where you are in the 0 to 100%. What does 0% look like? Where are you now? How can you increase by 1% each day?
How can you eventually lead that 60% lifestyle that's continuous improvement? And then it's a series of trade-offs to get there. What are you willing to trade today? What are you willing to say yes to? What are you willing to say no to? And where are you going to start? That's your plan. That's your plan. Write that all down. Write that shit in your journal, and that's your action plan. Get out of all of the noise. You don't need to know anything else right now, just that. That's your actionable item. So that's me trying to help you. But of course, if you want to join the Activate program, it starts next week. It's the Activate, the 12-week undiet plan. And you can read more on our website at allouttraining.ca to jump on board. But it starts, and then once it starts, we're in. We're locked in as a tribe together, all trying to learn this stuff. And the goal, my goal is to help many people, as many people as I can, right? And my goal is that you eventually don't need someone like me to help you, because you've got the skills, you've got the habits, and you can just keep going. And then my goal is for you to repay it forward to someone else who needs it, because there's way too many people that are struggling in this abyss of information, and they just need someone to point them in the right direction. And not just to All Out Training, of course, but just in terms of like, hey, have you thought about doing this? This is the skill that I have. This is the habit that I have. Not, this is the supplement that I took that helped me. This is the pill that I took to help me. This is the wrap that I have. Do you get that? So that's kind of my goal. So the Activate, the 12-week undiet plan, you can see it at allouttraining.ca. I hope that this helps you on the next phase of your journey. Thank you.